Hey there, it's April. Welcome back. It's day 15 in my 30 days of exposing my truth. I have a very strong opinion about marketing and how to continue to grow revenue in our business, even in the midst of a recession. And the reason I have a strong opinion about it is because I lived through the recession of 2007, 2008, 2009, and I was able to working as an employee in marketing, sales and marketing for a Fortune 500 company. I was able to help them to increase their revenue 15% year over year in 2008, right in the middle of a housing crisis and right in the middle of a recession. So I want to talk to you about what I did different because I believe this is going to be a blessing for you because it has been for me. I've carried this knowledge and wisdom with me even into this current recession that the analysts and experts are saying that we're experiencing right now in 2021 and 22, maybe even beyond, that we're right on the edge of a major recession in the United States of America. So if you are a service-based business owner, a consultant, a coach, you sell a service, this is definitely going to be, I believe, helpful for you. All right, so I've always believed in doing things different. I can't stand sameness. I've always been that way. I'm probably the only woman that goes into DSW Shoe Warehouse and I look around, there's so many choices in there, and I say to my husband, nah, I just didn't find anything. It's just not unique enough. It's not different enough. And he's like, there's shoes everywhere. What are you talking about? He didn't get it. But that's kind of how I've been. And I believe businesses have to be different and unique and be authentic in order to stand out of a crowded marketplace and attract ideal clients, the clients or your target market that you were divinely called to serve. Because we're not meant to serve everyone, a specific group of people. And believe me, there's more than enough people for you to serve. You couldn't even possibly support all of them in your lifetime. There's that many. All right. So let me tell you what I did. Innovative marketing. Let me tell you what this was. I'm going to be short. I'm going to try to keep this short. Innovative marketing is when you approach a potential new client or customer in a different way that is completely the opposite of what everyone else is doing in your space that's trying to sell them something. That is going to help you to attract their attention and hold their attention and listen to you, and then build desire and demand for what you have to offer. It also builds trust. We've got a major lack of trust problem in the marketplace, in business right now. It's because there are marketers and other businesses that have made very big claims and made big promises that they failed to deliver on, and they invested heavily, like significant amounts of money, to get those people to hire them to solve their problem. But they either fell short, or they weren't ready for it, or it didn't happen fast enough for them. And so now they don't know who to trust. So that's one of the things we've got to do, is do activities that build trust, that demonstrate it, that is beyond just showing proof or evidence with testimonials or client success stories. Yes, those are important and we need that, but we've got to do something beyond that to build trust. There's a way to do it. I'll save that for a whole nother video. But right now, what I did back then is when you're in the midst of a recession, you have your target market, like tens of thousands of potential ideal clients. Maybe it's millions of potential ideal clients for your business brand. And so there's a pool, a sector of those potential clients that literally just don't have the cash flow to pay for your services right now during a recession, because their revenues have gone down or their sales have gone down, and they simply just don't have the cash flow to do it. There are some that are in that boat. Those are not your people. Those are not the ideal clients to focus on, spend time on. You can support them and offer some free advice or whatever online on your blog or in video or whatever that can help them, so that when they are ready and can't afford you, they can hire you. But there's this other segment, a certain percentage of your target market, the potential ideal clients that you have, that can still afford you. They have cash flow reserves. They can afford to hire you to come in and help them to solve their problem, provided, number one, you're solving their most urgent problem that they have right now during the recession. Not the problem that they had a year ago or 2 years ago, or the problem they had before COVID. Because we're in a whole different thing. So number one, I started marketing and communicating the problem that my ideal clients had now in the middle of the recession, and speaking to that I could help them to solve, instead of speaking to a different problem that they had before the recession hit. You see, sometimes a recession creates a new problem emerges that is the most urgent that they want to solve. And can your company solve that problem? Or somehow you're not changing your offer or your services, you're just changing, slightly tweaking the wording to attract those people and speak to that problem that your solution, your program, your consulting or whatever solves. So that's number one. Make sure you're speaking, you have a clear marketing message that speaks to the current problem that's most urgent that they have right now during the recession, instead of a different problem they had years ago. Okay, that's number one. Number two, innovative marketing. I did the exact opposite of what other new home consultants were doing back when I was selling real estate for a very large new home builder that was national in the United States. And the old approach was to reach out to real estate agents and potential home buyers, new home buyers, and invite them to the realtors to lunch and show them your floor plans and invite them to bring their clients to the new home community, and hoping that they would buy a new home instead of an existing home. Well, I found that realtors were too busy for that, and they didn't want to take the time. That approach was, what can I get? I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to get them to bring me a client. I did the exact opposite that nobody was doing, nobody ever heard of before. I invented an innovative marketing approach. I started to implement this new innovative marketing approach. It was so successful, I began magnetically, easily, effortlessly attracting referral partners to me and adding value, making a deposit in their life for what they wanted and what they needed. It was clear, it was specific, and it worked. I built a strong connection, met a lot of new people, referral partners, and then they started bringing me their clients and referrals. There was no big, heavy sales pitch either. It felt more effortless because I was adding value for them first, which built trust, likability. They can get to know me. When they trusted me, they just automatically started bringing clients to my new home community, and people began buying. As a matter of fact, I'd been doing this for so long that I sold 82 houses in 1 year. In 12 months, I won Salesperson of the Year, generated $9 million in sales in 1 year. But I also had 22 sales in just 1 month. And it continued on during the recession, because out of all the new home building choices that seemed similar brands, similar product, similar floor plans, they were connected to me because I was adding value and making a deposit in their life. And they wanted to reciprocate that and bring clients to me. So that was one way. Do something opposite of what everyone else is doing. Get an innovative marketing approach to stand out and shift from what can I get to what can I give. If you own a business, you're a consultant, do that. If you have a sales team, teach your sales team that. All right, let me quickly go over these others. The other thing is thought leadership. Thought leadership is how you're going to differentiate your brand, your business brand, from all other B2B brands out there that's trying to sell them a similar service or solution to what you're trying to sell. Yours has got to be unique and innovative, by the way. That's different. Nobody else has your solution. Only your company has that solution. That's innovation with your offer, your product offer. And then also, Thought leadership is bringing a fresh new perspective, your own unique, communicating your own unique point of view on your topic or on your industry that is opposite, different, slightly controversial, that communicates something new, different than they've ever heard before. That positions you as a thought leader in your industry and you become known. That's the fastest path to becoming known. Sharing our own original, unique ideas. And there's a study that was done by LinkedIn, and I should know that Endelman. I'll create another video about this, but they showed that B2B companies, large companies, that if you sell B2B, that they are looking for thought leadership content online, and they read it, and that is what determines their decision for who they buy from. They're looking for people that are posting and sharing and communicating thought leader content because they trust them. It's something new that they haven't tried before or heard before. Therefore, they believe that must be the solution to their problem because they haven't tried it before. It's different, it's new. Because it's likely your clients have hired this company, that person, that consultant, 2 or 3 other people, and their problem still isn't solved, or it wasn't solved fast enough, or they weren't ready for it, or it was too complicated, something. And so now they're looking for a complete solution, and you have it. Okay? Sharing your brand story. If you're an individual, sharing your own unique brand story builds connection through vulnerability and trust. Sharing your core values of your company or of yourself if you're an individual consultant or a coach or an expert. That's when people go, oh, this is the person I need to work with because they believe what I believe. Take a stand for something. Take a stand for something. That's another big one that can help to differentiate you and your brand from all other competitors so that you stand out during a recession and beyond the recession. So that is all I have to share. I believe that all brands must be built on a solid foundation of thought leadership, an innovative solution, process, proprietary system, blueprint that solves your clients' problems that they have not tried before. They can't get the solution from anywhere else. They can only buy it from your brand. And you got to communicate that clearly and why it's different and why you're different and the better choice. And then also story, innovative marketing, all of that. That's really what's going to help you to break through all the noise out there. And I know how frustrating it can be. I get it. There's an endless amount of content on there. That's how you're going to be heard, become known, and continue to have sustainable revenue growth in your business right now and then even after the recession is passed by. Have a good one. Bye.